Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogion Monster here, along with Stevie B.
Hello.
Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF. What's up? Good to see everybody. Sandra, how are you?
WTF Mike.
Hey, Jim, Harold. Who else was I just saw?
Sandra Piper.
Sandra, yes. Danny Staten, what's up, buddy?
Greetings.
From South Carolina.
Michael Haywood.
Mr. Haywood, what's up, bud?
Good to see you. You're live.
First off, thank you, everybody, for being here. And I know a few of you already know a friend of the community, friend of ours,
Family.
Jeff Townsend passed away
My brother.
the other day.
Family. This is unbelievable. It's hit me hard.
I didn't know Jeff that well. I mean, I've met him a couple of times. Camped with him, and the last time we saw him was in Alabama. But you know what? I don't like. I'm not one to talk up somebody, but Jeff was
A good man.
a good guy. He was one of the most generous people I've known.
Biggest heart. Most generous. Kind. Had everyone's back that he loved and cared about. 100%. That was my brother. I was close with him.
He loved you.
I loved him too.
So yeah, our condolences go out to the Townsend family.
And everyone, because
and thank you, Donnie Miller. Thank you for keeping everybody updated and posted.
Indeed.
On this. I just wanted to put it out there and say thank you guys for the support too.
I can't talk about it because it makes me want to cry.
Michael says, I'm sure glad I got to meet Jeff. Yeah, he was a good guy. NAC, what's up, David? So yeah, guys, you know how this works. I put the link in chat, and anybody can click on that link and just come hang out. If you don't want to be on camera, you hit stop camera at the bottom of the screen. Don't have to be on camera. Also, I ask that you turn off YouTube when you click on to StreamYard. Just close out YouTube so we don't get that nasty echo. Everybody here has been here before on here, basically. Yes. Yeah. So you know what you're doing.
It's true.
Yeah, it is.
Looking through chat. Even Miss Sandra.
Hey, Mr. Haywood, did you get that little video I sent you? If not, I have it here.
You caught a monster today.
So yeah, I had to go to work for a little while and just go refuel one boat and make sure, because we had windstorms here the past couple of days.
Oh man, these ones have been
And yeah,
harsh.
So I had to go double check the boats today, and I ended up, I bring a fishing pole with me, and I just bring this little crappie jig, on 8-pound test and a ultralight rod, and I go catch crappie usually, but a lot of times I catch bass. And today I hooked into a bass.
It was a monster.
It was. It's not my biggest, but it was a big fish.
It looked fat.
Something did bite.
You can't see it. There you go.
This is a beast. This is probably 5 pounds. That's my foot. That's a monster.
It's fat.
Yeah, I thought I did.
Quickly.
No, I'll replay it. Because I didn't have the camera. Something did bite. You can see it compared to my foot. This is a beast. This is probably 5 pounds. That's my foot. That's a monster. My foot's probably 12 inches. Like I said, it was a big fish. It was probably 4.5, 5 pounds, easy. And on this little friggin' jig.
I said, no bullshit. That's just probably, if not the same size, a little bit bigger than what I lost last week.
She's still going on about the one
because
that got
it was
away.
Huge. Biggest fish I've ever hooked. And couldn't keep it. I was so mad.
Welcome to fish.
I know. It just means he's still out there.
He's still there. Yeah, this fish I think was had been caught. Definitely been caught before.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Well, a lot of people, like when they weigh a fish, I think it was from one of the tournaments because they dropped the fish off maybe 100 yards from there. So I'm sure that's left over. But a lot of scales they use have a hook on it, and I don't. I use a clamp, and they'll put it right through the jaw, the chin, and to weigh it, and it puts a hole there. And this one had a big hole. I mean, I could put my finger through it and pick it up. But hey, it was a healthy fish. I returned it healthy, so it's still there, But that was cool. I had caught a little smaller one earlier, and that one could have eaten that one.
Hey, Connor.
What's up, Connor?
Donald. Good to see you guys. WTF Mike says, attaboy, Mogs.
Oh, no. Prayers going out to Gary Sr., Gary Spikes. Apparently he's in the hospital. He's got an infection in his leg.
Thank you for letting us know, Sharon.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you for always being in touch, Sharon. I appreciate it. I appreciate you.
Eyes and ears of the community.
What are you looking for?
My glasses.
I just saw you reach.
Yeah, they probably grabbed the wrong pair. No. No, that's the right one. Attaboy, Mokes. Oh, for the fish. Yeah. Yeah.
Michael Haywood said, Stevie, that was the one you hooked.
Oh, yeah.
I wish. I don't think the one that I hooked into was quite that big, but almost. I mean, damn near. I don't think the one I hooked into was quite that fat. It was long, but
I went out kayaking, right out here. I just drop it in, hop in, and go. And I hooked into same jig. I'm out there, trying to crappie fish, but I know that bass will take it. So I hook into something, and at this point I'm using a microlight pole, which is it had the 8-pound test on it, but it's 4'6", I think, 4.5 foot pole, and this thing is bent like a bow. And I am into a fish that just starts pulling me around.
I wish I'd have seen it.
I mean, the kayak is just getting pulled right into the weeds, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm thinking it's a bass, and I'm trying to get it up, and I'd see it swim by, and I'd see the back of it. I'm like, oh my God, this is big, but I don't know what it is because it's still too deep. Finally get it up, and it's a tilapia. But I hooked it dead center of the dorsal fin, and like where it meets the back, so it's at the base of the dorsal fin, and this thing just dragged me all over the place.
Well, what was cool is later on that evening I'm out there and excuse me, you can watch them just swimming by. Big, I mean huge.
Yeah, so we decided we're going to try to catch some of them on not foul hook them, but apparently they're herbivores. So they eat a lot of algae, but they'll also eat like corn, peas. I even picked up some black-eyed peas to try that. I know they work. Black-eyed peas work with sheephead. Yeah, is it? Is that?
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's the one.
For some reason, my phone is not allowing me to chat.
What's up, Donald?
I had to go back out and come back in. There it
Oh,
is.
Sharon says, seems like I'm always bringing bad news. No,
No.
it's just news.
Even Michael said, no, Sharon, you help keep us informed.
Absolutely.
And that's what I was trying to agree with Michael, and I couldn't get into chat. Damn it.
No, we there's a lot of us that do stay informed off, just not here. We're in touch. That's what I like about this community.
Everybody cares. It's a family.
I mean, after this long, you guys are like family. We've been saying it for years now, but it just strengthens every year, because the years are flying by.
They are. Absolutely.
Oh, Sandra says, Sharon, yes, you keep us all connected, good or bad. That's right.
So does Miss Sandra Piper.
Absolutely.
100%.
Michael says, yes, sheephead and black-eyed peas. Well, it's because it's the closest thing that looks like a barnacle that you can, because sheepheads like barnacles, they like crabs, they like crustaceans. So I saw a guy fishing with him. He's like, this is the closest thing I could come to finding something that looks like a barnacle. And it worked. So the next time I'm down in Crystal River, I'm going to put it to the test, because I know where there's some sheephead. And they're always there.
Mm-hmm.
Bats go crazy for Dobson up here. What is Dobson? Dobson.
I have no idea.
I've never heard of it. Unless it's supposed to be dim sum. Hey, bats have different tastes. Let me just throw that link in chat. All right, links in chat. Anybody wants to come hang out, click that link.
Goodens Auto. Goodens wants to know what size hook for those peas.
With the tilapia, the tilapia don't have a huge mouth. So I think if you want to do, a more natural presentation, the smaller the better. What size would I use? A 1/0, depending on what kind of 2/0, if that.
No, probably not.
Probably a
even
1/0.
One.
Hell, you should see some of the fish hooks I used to, when I would trout fish, I'd use tiny hooks. Oh, it's a moth. Okay. The Dobson.
Oh.
Well, the same. That's not a one that I have on there. I have smaller hooks.
I was going to say it's smaller, I think, than one.
We're trying corn, but I want to set up 3 poles: corn, peas, and black-eyed peas.
See what they go after.
But you really need a good calm day, because it's getting blown all over the place.
Yeah, I tell you what, these winds have been bad. I told them this morning, I think last night was the wind gust. I hadn't heard that kind of wind gust since a hurricane.
Yeah, we had some 35-mile-an-hour winds, gusts. But everybody north of us just went through the same shit.
Oh, I know. But
They got more rain.
it's made the water whitecaps out here for the last couple days. It's just starting to calm
If
down
the
now.
fish start talking and singing to you, it's time to call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Or turn off that buddy bass or whatever it's called, Billy Bass, hanging on your wall.
Right.
It's a sign that the batteries are going.
Chris Jarvis, good to
What's
see
up,
you.
Chris? What else? Well, like when we were down in Dupuy. We'll say Dupuy.
Dupuis.
Dupuy. That's how it's spelled, is Dupuy, but it's like Dupuy or whatever. Same place we did the 168. We went camped in the family campground.
Yes.
And they have this little pond, and we told you, we were catching these little peacock bass.
Tiny.
But we were just using corn, and we were slamming them. So
as soon as they drop in the water,
yeah.
slam.
And I believe it's tilapia are cichlid, and so are peacock bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
WTF Mike wants to know, so no tornadoes for y'all? No,
Not
not here, but there was one
One
on my
county
way to work. Actually, I saw it this morning. It was that neighborhood I was thinking
Oh,
about.
on
Yes.
Markham Woods.
And you could see where it came right across the street, just went right over the road. And it must
Whispering
have
Hills or Whispering Pines. Or,
excuse me, whispering pine.
they weren't whispering. They were fucking yelling.
Oh my god. Debris everywhere, and you can see the path that comes right over the road. I drove over the
Yeah, I've
path.
seen tornado paths in the woods, and
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it could have been a hell of a lot worse, but to have a tornado drop, smack dab in the middle of a neighborhood,
And that's a nice neighborhood.
and less than probably 2 miles from my office. yeah, that was a trip. I heard about it on the news yesterday, but I drove through it today. The after effect of it. But no, for us, winds just got high. We were under a warning, Lake Apopka, which is near us, yesterday morning, or no, this was Sunday morning, wasn't it? I don't know what day.
What was the warning for?
The tornado. The tornado warning. You were at work. You had messaged me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I got two. Yeah.
He got 2 notifications.
Yeah,
I didn't get
by
anything.
2.
I'm sitting here at the house, and he messages me, "Hey, we're under a tornado warning." I brought up my phone instantly, looked at the radar, and there was a warning issued for basically part of Lake County, right going over Lake Apopka. And I know we know people in chat that live out that way, So, but it didn't come close to us.
Chris says, all my dad ever fished for was northern pike and walleye. Every weekend for 25 years, we were fishing somewhere in some state. That's cool, man. Both excellent fish to catch. They're fun. Northern pike, man. Oh, I think the biggest one I caught was in Wisconsin, and it was like 39 inches.
Sharon, be careful. She said, "Damn, I like to burn my face off. I roll my cigarettes and I lit an empty filter."
You're smoking
What are
those
you doing
lights
over
again. There? She's smoking the lights. You switched the lights.
And I see David said,
So you just like you zone out for me. Go, did I smoke that?
David said, and just think, y'all just watched Sharknado. We did, too.
Right?
I don't think either one of us was thinking about that. That's
No,
funny.
never occurred to me.
That is funny.
Unless we saw it, then I'd be like, "See any sharks?"
Right.
It might have. Nope, still wouldn't have.
Sharon, I laugh at myself all the time. All the
You
time.
have to carry a bat for the bigger pike and muskie. No shit. Yeah, you pull one of those toothy critters into a boat. and they start flapping around, and they're 30 inches long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta knock them out.
Wow.
That's what the bat's for. A lot of people would carry those little mini bats you'd get on bat
Little
day and
billy
fucking
clubs.
yeah. Like the nightstick I have, my
Yeah.
dad's, I'm sure that was used if you tie 'em on fish. Yeah, we used to have to do that with bluefish because they'd get rowdy when you brought them in, and you had
And they're big.
to put them in their place because those had razor sharp teeth. That's the one
Yeah.
thing you learn from a kid was
Mhm.
do not put your fucking finger in your bluefish's mouth.
Oh wow.
What do we got here? 27 watching. Right on.
28.
You don't count.
Well, I'm just saying what it shows on my phone, and I do count.
Well, you know what I mean.
Thank you very much.
Stand up for yourself. That's right. Don't listen to that asshole.
No.
What's up, LIB?
What it do?
Oh, what had me? I was cracking up. Oh, and you were just sitting on the bed.
Oh
with,
no! It was
with dinner.
and
And
the
you were
couch.
just like, no, you were in there
Oh.
on the bed, and you didn't think I saw you. It's just,
Oh no! I did it so you would see me. I've had problems with my back and my leg for a couple of weeks now. So in the evening, I've been laying down on, or just kind of hanging out on the bed, take my legs off, and just kind of stretch out. And he was gracious enough to bring me dinner. he brings me dinner tray, and I sat on the edge of the bed, and when he brought the plate, it looked so good. I just kind of kicked my legs. I was like, woohoo.
It was like a little kid that was giddy, and her stumps were just going like, it's funny as hell.
I meant it to
I
be.
looked down, but I didn't know if she actually saw me. And it wasn't when I first brought it to you. It was like, I'll go in and check it. I walked in and said, how's everything? And her legs are just going. And I looked at her. I just started laughing so hard. For like 5 minutes, it was one of those gut,
Oh, sorry. No,
and the harder she laughed about it, the harder I laughed.
He's walking out back into the kitchen, and I could still hear him laughing. No, I thought you were talking about yesterday when I sat down on the couch, and again, I'm getting ready to eat. I'm actually sitting there eating, and I've talked about it before. Palmetto bugs in this. Every once in a while, the one will get in the house.
Well, I have the door open here, so they can. If there's one out there,
I'm sitting there midday. I mean, early. It was kind of early, not midday. It was kind of early, but I'm sitting there. He just brought a plate to me, and I'm just going to town and chowing down, and something caught the corner of my eye, and I looked, and there was a palmetto bug. I'm not kidding, that big, crawling right towards me. When I look down at it, it's looking at me like, hello. I see the antennas move. I think it's probably one of the few times that I've gotten up off that couch without having to push myself off.
I think she levitated. She's claiming she didn't, but
I sprung up and ran halfway through the house. And he's sitting at his desk. He's like, what?
Oh, I knew what.
He knew it was something, but he got up and he saw it. As he took care of it, I said, I felt the couch move when that bitch sat down next to me. That's how big it was. And we cracked up. I can't do it.
Said, what did you say? That fucking thing walked up, sat down, and said, hey, feed me.
Feed me. You gonna show me some of that?
Oh my god, you done with that?
Yeah. Oh Lord, I can't do it.
Then the fucker wouldn't die.
Yeah.
I watched my shoe walk across the floor.
I ran right past the can of bug spray. Look, it's sitting on the table right behind me. I did. I jumped up so fast I ran right past the bug spray. Oof. I wanted to make sure I didn't flip my plate over, so I had to hurry up and set it down before I jumped off the couch. Moved the tray over. Oh my God. I can't do it. Those things freak me out.
She probably used muscles that she never used before.
You know.
Whatever muscle you used to levitate with, I don't know.
Didn't levitate.
Oh shit. Gonzalo, how are you doing, man? Hold on, let me bring up David. What's up?
Hey.
I'm Mark. How you doing?
Check my settings, my volume.
Now.
Good evening, Andrew.
Hold on, I see you back there, Mike. I gotta. Hold on. I know it's
Bluetooth on.
Lock mode.
No.
What's up, Mike?
What's going on, guys?
David, you there?
Yeah.
What's going on, buddy?
Hey.
Not much. Woke up this morning to a flat tire.
It's only flat on one side.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
Still don't
sucks.
drive that way.
Are you sure the other one didn't just swell up? No.
Yeah, knock on wood. I haven't had a flat tire in a long time.
right.
Yeah. Been years.
Oh,
Unless we're talking like lawnmower equipment.
I left it on.
Is that you, Mike?
No, I think it's Dave.
That's not me.
Right.
No.
It's David.
Wow.
That's not me. I like how you blame me the right away. Thanks, Smokes.
Because you're the one dancing
I
around.
can't believe I'm
Because I can hear it.
I'm like, what the hell am I thinking?
yeah.
Wow.
So you've been fishing this weekend? This past weekend, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah, we've been out ice fishing yet. So no snow left, but we still got feet of ice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of places have lost ice.
Yeah, right.
Well, I saw some people fishing in Pennsylvania, and I'm like, why is it open water? It should have been frozen.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right,
back when I was out,
is it me, or does it seem weird that, like tonight at
Yes.
8:00
I was gonna bring that up.
Eastern, it was still light out? I know we turned the clocks ahead, but
Not that
it's
far
only
ahead.
March.
It's the beginning of March, and it's staying light
It
like
just
it's
seems weird. Like
summertime
it's
almost.
too early.
Yeah. I don't know if I can see them, but the Aurora Borealis is supposed to be pretty big tonight and was yesterday.
Well,
Oh yeah,
there's a rocket actually going up tonight.
yeah, probably a little over an hour. I think there's a something
Yeah, I
going
don't
up.
see anything. Pretty cloudy here, but I don't see anything in the north sky. It's supposed to come all the way down to the 49th parallel and be pretty visible. So, and that's right where I'm at.
No, that's cool. That's one thing I want to see.
yeah, it's clear here.
Clear here as well.
Cloudy.
Someday.
No, it's beautiful here.
Got up to close
Clear
to
and cold.
78 today.
Nice.
Supposed
got
to be
to
78 tomorrow.
I think we got 36 today.
Yeah, they're
70.
calling for bad weather this weekend. They're saying that Thursday, Friday, and
Yes, sir.
Saturday it's supposed to start moving in and get a tornado by Saturday with
Jeez.
golf ball size hail.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
heck.
some nasty weather.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got a blizzard
tornado.
coming, but no tornado stuff.
It might be
I'm
all part of the
hoping-
same system, Mike.
What's
I'm
that?
hoping
Mo?
everything
If the
goes
moisture is
good.
coming from the Gulf, it might be the same system that you're going to get snow
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, they're talking Saturday, Sunday for us. Snow, rain mix on Saturday, and then like 8 to 10 inches on Sunday of snow.
Yeah, we
What were
got
you saying,
the youngest granddaughter's birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, right on.
Oh,
Happy
happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
How old
And
is
then
she?
she'll be 10. Then my wife's birthday is Sunday.
You don't tell me.
Happy
They heard.
birthday.
You
They
always
heard.
tell me anyway.
They heard you.
You tell everything about me.
Said, don't tell my age.
Go on.
Celebrated.
Yeah. Well, we heard you were going to be 10.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Zero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I meet this granddaughter?
Going on 90.
Yeah, that was Emma. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You met
Yeah.
Emma. You
Happy
didn't meet.
birthday, Emma.
Happy birthday, Emma.
Yeah. You didn't meet Destiny.
She may have it.
She's hitting double digits.
Right.
Yeah.
Her birthday's by mine.
Destiny will be 14.
You're a teenager.
Right?
Yeah, Destiny will be 14 come July, and then turn around. She thinks just because she's 13, turned teenager, she thinks she can stay home whenever she wants to by herself. I said, no.
I get that. Wanting your independence.
Yeah.
And that's usually where it starts, is at home and, being allowed to stay home.
Yeah. She's starting to take over the front seat, so she's moving that much more closer to the driver's seat.
She's calling out shotgun a lot more often.
She is good.
Yeah.
She is so good.
Yeah, Emma's so proud she don't have to use the car seat no more.
I'm guessing she's a smaller 10-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, she was born with like a form of dwarfism. But she won't never get over 3 foot tall.
Really?
Emma, she won't never get over 3 foot tall.
What now?
I said Emma won't never get over 3 foot tall.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
she's dwarfism.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah, she'll always be small, but
dwarfism.
Big heart.
she does cheerleading in school.
That's a big girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said she put your nose. They said something about her pat again.
Jim's camera down says happy birthday.
All right. Thank you.
Aaron Guy says happy birthday. Hey, Sharon.
Sharon, good morning.
Thanks, Sharon.
Middle of the night.
Yeah, it's in the AM.
It is. I'm always thrilled to see her because I know it's the middle of the night for her.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool that she steps in.
Yeah, y'all was talking about bass fishing. We had some fellers at the trailer plant that always liked the bass fish, and you could ask them individually what they was using for bait. One would say chartreuse worm, the other would say watermelon, the other one would say pumpkin seed, and you never know really what they was fishing with.
They all work.
Yep.
We all do.
Yeah.
We've caught bass on, as far as worms go,
I've caught bass on white worms.
white, pink,
Yeah, like a pearly pink.
pumpkin, all the basics.
That little girl can down.
With the crappie, they don't give a shit either. I could just sit there and every cast I could change a different jig body and I'd catch a fish when they're hit. They don't.
I used to have fun crappie fishing with a cane pole. Just sit there and make you dance in the water.
Sure. Yeah, I have a few of those.
There you go.
I just don't. This year I really didn't get to use them because there weren't that many crappie in the right out here this year.
Yeah.
They got all the weeds.
Yeah, we come up on two guys that's down there fishing a couple of years back down at Tennessee River, and they was walking out of the water. They had on hip waders. I said, "What have y'all been doing?" He said, "They've been fishing." and he had 2 buckets in his arms, and this other guy had 2 buckets, and they caught a mess of crappie.
Right on.
Heck yeah. We were doing it with perch all winter long. We never got over to the crappie lake, but they're still doing
Hey,
it out on
Bobby.
our reservoir here, pulling monster crappie out of there.
I'm still chasing a 2-pounder. I haven't caught a 2-pounder yet.
Yeah.
The hell was that?
Yeah, we
I
went
guess
to
as far as bass go, I'm chasing anything bigger than a 6.5-pounder. Don't look at me that way. She's still chasing a 3-pounder.
the funniest fishing trip we took with the 2 granddaughters was with the oldest granddaughter. She'd been used to catching brim, the little small ones and all. And all of a sudden, she hooks this 3-pound catfish, and she's sitting there fighting it real hard, trying to get it in. She said, "You're gonna have to help me, Pappy." And I just reached over and just barely nudged on her pole. And I didn't know she had it reeled up that close, and it flipped up on the dock with us and started flipping around. I thought she was gonna get so scared she was gonna fall in the water. She took off running and screaming.
Oh,
You've never
That's a
seen a
good
fish that
size.
big.
no. Right?
That's a good eating size.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I think I told you that story. A couple young kids here caught one. One kid holding the front of the crappie, and the other kid holding the tail, and it's got his whole fist in its mouth, and it's not touching it.
A crappie?
Caught that up on, crappie up on our
What was it
reservoir.
like?
Yeah.
What was it like? 4 pounds?
I don't know the weight. They were out ice fishing with their dad. They put the picture up on Facebook. It was in one of our town pages. So
That's cool.
That's a huge crappie. If the kid
it was
Yeah.
huge.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, 2 young kids.
Wow.
Yeah, I can remember whenever I was a kid, was draining a pond, and I thought it was an old vase laying there, but it was a humongous carp, and all I could see was the scales on it with the mud and all. And I was like, "Who put that vase in that water?"
And then it moved.
Yeah, I was a little bitty kid though.
Yep.
But I did shoot one pretty big one time with a 22.
See, now Sharon says our clocks go forward on the 30th of March.
So why did ours go?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's,
I done one up.
Europe and stuff do it at different time zones than we do. And
They made
Australia
cars
does a
that
different time.
Sunday.
I want to know what daylight saving times look like. Let's see, 2020. When was daylight savings time in 2020? I'm just curious. March 8th.
Oh,
Yeah. It just seems too early.
Well, I just wanted to jump on. There wasn't nobody else jumping on, so I thought I would.
Oh, I know, I get it. You just come in here, warm up. Who's going on next? Is Tex going on? We're just his warm up, you know.
right?
So he was over here when
Last week?
Yeah, what day last week, and
Thursday, I
he
think.
checked out of here, and next thing I know, he's
I
babbling
clicked on
away
the
on
text.
camera. I'm like, what the hell? What the? Is this the same guy?
Free trials.
Yeah, it's just the warm up.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. I'm glad that
No, it was good to
you're
see you.
getting out there, man.
It was good to see you. It was.
Yeah. Hopefully everything goes good for us tomorrow and we get down to Bankhead and do some filming and some picture taking for the upcoming show. And
Right on.
Sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, good luck.
all right. Well, y'all take care.
All right,
Have a
David.
good night. It was good meeting you.
All
Thanks for
right.
hanging out.
Excuse me. Good to see you, David.
Pardon me. Yeah,
I know, right?
I just thought it was funny. You know, I clicked off and, go over there, and he's hanging out over there on camera, all like just babbling away. I'm like, well, wait, is this, what?
I wanted to stay up and listen. It was late though. I had to get up for work next morning. Because he was talking. He was telling his experiences.
Yeah, I'm
and I'm
glad
like,
that I'm glad that he hangs out over with Tex. I think
absolutely.
those guys are going to be doing some stuff.
That's very cool.
35 bales of hay to throw tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw that.
What?
Sharon's
I
got some.
got kicked out for some.
Sharon
Wait.
said,
Yeah.
Jim, I've been up since 4 a.m. this morning and have to get back up at 4 a.m. in the morning. I have 35 bales of hay to sling tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I haven't seen square bales in years.
Go get some rest, woman.
We rarely make square bales anymore.
You just do the big round ones?
Yep. Yeah, everything's done with that, and then when we're doing feed, it's all thrown into the tub grinder and mixed down and fed that way. There's no. Fun time slinging hay, singing hay,
Yeah, right.
slinging hay. Right. It was our job as a kid. That's why we had the old square baler. All of us boys would have to go start square bales all day.
I never.
Bobby Allen said, fun time slinging hay.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I never. The only time I slung hay was in a barn, not like out in the field or anything.
I used to sling
Yeah.
tires. I slung tires.
Yeah.
When I
We used to see how high we could stack them suckers on a trailer before we got in trouble.
Hmm.
If we could do all the bales on one trailer in one trip, we were going to try it. Back when we were younger and dumber and had the energy to stack them that high.
Right. When you really,
I don't think-
stupid.
Right? Right. Most of the time, yeah, you had to stop 50, 60 times on the way home because they'd fall over and fall off. Or they'd break open.
And then when you finally, do decide to stack it properly, you realize that 30-minute
Mhm.
trip only
Yep.
just would take 15 minutes.
Yep.
Guys, the link is in chat. If anybody wants to click that link and come hang out. Who else?
What are you
is
doing
on?
out here, sick woman? You're supposed to be back there laying down.
Yeah, but I leave the cigarettes out here so I don't smoke them up.
Okay, well, get your ass back in my bed. Move. I don't like standing there looking at me.
Trying to figure out who you think you're talking to.
I'll have your supper back there and I'll be back.
Bobby Hans says, thank you, Stevie B, for saving me from the tornado.
Well, I reached out as soon as I heard.
Yeah, I seen the F2 that ripped across the highway. I didn't know if there was more though.
Route 4, I think. Didn't it go across Route 4?
I-4, you mean?
Yeah, I-4, whatever.
I don't know. I'm not sure what path it took. I
4, how's that? Just
And I couldn't remember how far you guys were from Orlando. So I'm like, huh, did you guys get in?
hour and a half, 15 minutes, hour.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think it was far.
Only like 30 miles, actually, right?
For what?
Orlando.
Yeah. Well, it's 32 to get to Altamont. It's probably about 40,
Okay.
technically. Altamont's on the outskirts of North Orlando.
Bobby says my coworker lives off of Markham Woods.
Yeah. I rode through that this morning, Bobby. It was
So where is it? Like
was
by
a mess.
Lake Mary Road over that way,
no,
or
it's on my. It was
I know, but where they meet?
okay. So coming off of Lake Mary, just going through the light between Lake Mary and 434. Actually, I think there's another road. I forget the name of the other road. But yeah, it's going towards Orlando.
I agree, Sharon.
What?
She says, Jim,
Right.
slinging hay is not bad. Pulling all the dang weeds.
I'm wondering what one has to do with the other.
Oh, if you're
Oh, is the
working
hay covering in a garden over there? I know a lot of people do that. They cover the garden, it keeps the moisture in, and they don't have to water as much.
only hay I moved was working for Kmart, says Jim. No, I don't like weeding. I've done so much weeding where you're you know, pulling it out by the weeds. Your hands are all fucked up, and you know,
Right?
Yeah.
Now everything is for weeding is done by AI. It's pretty crazy.
not in this
In
yard.
large operation. Not talking the flower bed in your garden, but you probably could or put it in service in your garden if it's big enough. But now when you're spraying, there's AI controllers and stuff like that, and they literally snap thousands of pictures, and it'll highlight which ones are weeds or which ones are weeds and what plant, and knows
Right.
what's what, and it'll fire it like a rifle, so you're not just spraying chemical down the whole field. It'll literally just open sensors and fire it. It's really crazy to watch work.
So I was watching something. I don't know how old it was. It was they were looking to pass that bill with what was it, John Deere?
Right to Repair Act?
The right to repair. Yeah.
Yeah, John Deere lost that fight in court. Yep.
Yeah. I just saw a quick video on it. Yeah. 'cause,
Yeah, that's
man,
why
all those farmers, you were probably one of them, were being held hostage.
pretty much, yeah, we sold all our John Deeres because of that, except for the really, really old ones.
And for those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about, John Deere, you know, when they would sell a piece of equipment, this modern day equipment, they retained the rights to basically the programming of it, the electronics and shit, where if it broke down, they were the only ones who could fix it.
Yeah.
Who were allowed to fix it. Otherwise it voided the warranty.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And people who did void the warranty,
farmers, their tractors just sat. They're paying.
Yeah.
You know, we got a $600,000 tractor that's just sitting there that you can't even use.
yeah. A lot of them that
but-
did fix it, they got a hold of different hackers from other countries. Russia was a big part of that. And you would have to literally hack the tractor to be able to repair it. And they were getting that information from Russian hackers and whatnot. And you're plugging in laptops, having to do it yourself that way. Because John Deere wouldn't release it. So
Yeah, that was nuts.
yeah.
And it was only what's up, Hoax? It was only John Deere tractors, like it wasn't Caterpillar or any of that stuff.
Cat has stuff that can only be operated by them too, but that went out with the right to repair. John Deere led it. That's why they got the big run end of it. They led the whole deal for the right to repair, saying that the technology was owned by them and couldn't be in, They led that whole fight. All of them had little parts that were proprietary to them,
Sure.
but that's been going on for years. So the first time not being able to fix it yourself was with John Deere coming up and leading that fight to keep the information and the technology they put into their computer systems locked only to them.
Yeah. I forget. I heard about that a bunch of years ago about that whole bullshit.
Yeah, we got rid of all of our John Deere. Now we're New Holland and Fendt. And Fendt is a German company, fairly new to the States.
And it's a tractor?
Yeah. They make massive combines and tractors built like ours.
Okay.
I would say a hair better. But they're going to be on same cars with your John Deere front wheel assist, your Case front wheel assist, quad steers. Like my combine from Fendt was $1.25 million. And it's tracked up front. It's all wheel drive. About 1,000 horse. I think it's 970 horse.
Damn.
Yeah, I can take corn down at like 11 mile an hour. which was unheard of. Even our John Deere's were doing it at 7-8. So I can fly through corn.
Huh.
So the efficiency is through the roof, but you're paying for it.
Well, I know
True.
the county that I work for, they've gotten away from the gators. That's all that they ever bought for the parks.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, after they stopped doing ATVs.
I don't blame them.
What is that?
I don't blame them one bit.
Your cookies are ready.
That's my digital thermometer. Sarah came home sick this afternoon, has been laying in bed all day. She's been on that, I don't know what that mask that's called that gives you medication.
I don't know.
Hooks to a little pump, and you sit there and breathe the medicine in.
God, I know what he's saying, and I can't think of the name of it.
I want to
One
say
of them.
vaporizer,
No, not a bit.
Yeah, it comes out as a mist, vapor, kind of stuff. But I don't really. Nebulizer.
Nebulizer.
Yep, nebulizer. She's been on one of them. So
That's
it's been keeping her up all night. She's been waking up coughing like crazy. She ain't been able to sleep. So she came home at lunch and just went straight back to bed and trying to get rest and get better.
Yeah, I hope she feels better too.
Then she's out here hoofing around. Told her
When
she's
you lay around long
laying
enough,
in
you
bed.
just start crazy.
Yeah. Remember when you were sick as a kid though? Like when you were sick, you were staying in your room. You were resting. That's it. That's how you got to treat her. No. Okay.
Well, that's what I say. You gotta rest. You gotta
Mhm.
rest. I say it all the time.
Yeah, you're a huge advocate of rest.
Yes. That's the only way you get better is rest. Not only
Yeah.
way, but you know what I mean. Without rest, you're not getting better.
Goddamn good start.
In my opinion, let me make that clear. This is for entertainment purposes only. You know,
Yeah, this is not medical
no, by no means.
advice.
It's like that show we watched the other day should have put entertainment purposes only because they couldn't even get their facts straight on that story they were telling
I
about the
know.
Mogollon
Oh,
Rim.
Lord.
I know.
Shut up. I told you I didn't know what it was.
What?
Had nothing to do with you, dude. There was a show on it. They did.
I thought you were talking Fred. I thought you were like,
No,
I thought you were giving me crap because he was in my chat the other day, and I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce it.
No. Yeah, we were watching a show the other day about
The
the
Mogollon
Mogollon Monster.
Yeah.
Mogollon
Yeah.
Rim. And just geographically, they didn't do their homework. They put a show out
They
that
just
was
couldn't-
about a subject that it seemed like they didn't do their homework.
They didn't know what they were talking about.
No,
I got you.
they were
Yeah,
And
see,
like, there was
Moog was-
two of them. Like one guy started the channel by himself. He brought this other guy in, and this other guy was just like very not informative when it came to this subject.
I gotta love that.
He was like saying that it's at 2,000 feet. I'm like, what the hell? What's he talking about? It's at 7,000.
7,000. Yeah.
You know, and just it was just I couldn't watch the whole thing. I just got
I
like
could have told you that now because you told me that the other day. But yeah, Stevie, he was in my chat the other day, and I thought he was like quietly giving me crap about not being able to pronounce it. And
Yes, Bobby, like the news channels. It's maddening because
Yeah.
you know the facts, and it's just things that are you can verify. Anybody can verify by just Google. You know,
right,
it just seems like putting a show on, and I give credit for them. They didn't do a terrible job. I mean,
no, the presentation was fine.
Yeah,
The thing
no, it
just the facts, and then I just was
The
like,
fact
I
check.
can't listen anymore.
Yeah.
There were too many
get in
questions.
here, Majesty.
I don't know.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Jim said they probably had AI do the story for them.
Oh, probably.
They were telling they were telling different stories that had happened on the rim going back to 1908.
Like Boy Scout.
But when they were trying to talk about the location and like they knew where it was and they didn't even know he's like, well, it says somebody says part of the Grand Canyon, and well, it might reach
They made
go
it sound
towards the
like
Grand Canyon.
it was a rock, and
Yeah, like Ayers Rock, like it was a monolith. They compared it to Ayers Rock in
See?
Australia.
Yeah.
I'm
But see,
what?
like when I first heard about it, I literally thought it was a singular place too.
you know, it's
Not like a 200-mile stretch or something.
Yeah, it's the southernmost edge of the Colorado Plateau.
Mhm.
The Colorado Plateau covers probably 4 states, but it's the southernmost edge, and it's just that rim is called the Mogollon Rim. Supposedly, I heard that it was from an ancient tribe of Indians that were called the Mogollon. I'm not sure, you know, but anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
But yeah, that's what I was meaning. When you first said it, I thought you were talking about me when I couldn't pronounce it and remember what it was.
no.
You were in my chat the other day. I'm like, wait a minute. Wasn't that bad? Like, I didn't make anything up.
I was in a fishing chat. I was watching a fishing show, and
I died.
a guy called me Megalodon or something like that. I said it has to be a fishing show, you know.
Fishing show. We always crack up on everybody's pronunciation of Mogollon,
Yeah.
but this was the first. Called him
Yeah,
Megalodon.
I eventually got it right. I'm like, Mogabon, but it's something. I'm like, I don't know. It's some kind of monster.
There's
Mountains up.
2 acceptable pronunciations: Mogollon and Mugion.
All right.
Those are the 2 ways that they say it out there.
Well, in North Dakota, I'm probably the only person who knows what it is.
Right.
Yeah, and up there is I heard somebody call them pole pines, but it's the largest stand of
Stretch of Ponderosa pine.
Yeah, Ponderosa pines
Huh.
in the world.
In North Dakota?
No,
No.
on the Mogollon Rim.
Oh, I'm like, no. Like 2 trees together is considered a forest here. I'm like, there's nowhere.
Yeah, tree would stick out up there.
You're right.
I got some palm trees coming that are supposed to be able to grow in cold climate.
Let me know how that goes.
From the,
Bobby, yes.
From
The
the
double
red
L
belt.
is like the yeah, like the Spanish pronunciation of the double L is yeah.
oh, that makes sense. I was wondering how you figured that out. I'm like, I don't know how you guys got an LL and came up with a W.
Well, that's why we shortened it to Mogs.
I didn't.
I know. It happened in chat one night. I remember.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's weird. I never intended to. I didn't do any research on the name or anything. It was just one of those spur of the moment. I need a name because I
that
want
sounds like it worked.
I want to go into this chat. It was the first time I was ever in a chat, and I was like, wait, I don't want to put my name out there. And it was just like, all right, I'm in Arizona. I'm into Bigfoot. Okay, what's Bigfoot? I don't know, Mogollon Monster.
Yeah.
It was
Good on you.
interesting.
Right?
You know, because then people were like, "Oh, are you associated with MogollonMonster.com, or did you know this guy?" And I'm like, "No,
Yeah, there
I
was an
didn't know.
actual.
I didn't know there was another gentleman that used that, and he had passed. And are you his son?" I'm like, "No, I didn't even know this guy existed." I was just getting into it. So
Yeah, I was one of the dumb ones that came out with my whole name first when I made my
too.
first YouTube.
Oh, me too. I did at
No.
first.
Yeah.
And then,
It wasn't long after I was given my name. I didn't come up with WTF Mike. It was
well,
handed
I
down
think
to
me, my whole life when I was a little girl, I was nicknamed Stevie, and my whole family called me Stevie. But when I first started YouTube and chats, I went with my real name, my whole name. It was my Facebook account, so I just logged
Oh,
on with
okay.
that. But then we got involved in the 168, and the closer time to that, with work, they had just like months before that, they had us sign this whole media non-disclosure thing. We're not supposed to do any filming this type. If we did, it couldn't be of our livelihood. I don't remember how they worded it, but so I just changed it to Stevie. I
Yeah.
went with Stevie B.
Yeah.
That's yeah. But I probably would have stuck with my real name. I don't know. I mean, I never had a problem with it. Everybody knew me then. I mean, there's still people
Well,
in
that's
chat.
Mr. Lee. You know, whenever he comes on, sees her, Stephanie. Sorry,
Yeah.
I do it. I have to
Yeah,
do it
you
that
can
way.
do it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was because of that I couldn't have my real name associated with that project. So I just went with
Yeah.
Stevie. And it's funny because I think ultimately my real name was said in that anyways.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some people it's the other way around too, where their YouTube name became their more popular given name.
Right.
So
I never put mine out there. I mean, people know it.
yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, so I'm sure a lot of people don't even know my last name.
Yeah.
I never hid it or anything. It's just
Mhm.
stuck. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm not going to correct them.
Yeah. It wouldn't help if you did. It would only make it worse.
Yeah. Probably you're right.
That's how the internet goes.
Jim says my real name is Jim.
I would have never guessed that, Jim.
But I
Did you
would've
delete
been-
that? Or did he delete it?
I wonder if it's actually James.
Hmm.
I'm not telling.
Right? I'm going to hop down and eat. If you guys are still on when I'm done eating, I'll jump up on the computer.
Right on.
Bon
I
appetit.
appreciate you guys.
What did you make?
Chicken breast and cowboy butter and then creamy rice.
What is cowboy butter? Is
You
it
know, I
just
was
a
gonna say you're not
compound?
going anywhere until you tell me what that is.
Is it a compound butter?
Where'd he go? Oh, I wasn't looking. Cowboy butter with Dijon butter and
Cowboy butter.
chili.
Yeah. Kinder.
Season.
Dijon butter and chilies. Let's see if we can get you a better description. A whole lot of stuff. Sea salt,
Right.
garlic, spices, sugar, maltodextrin, onion, green onion, Dijon mustard. There's vinegar, mustard seed, salt, white wine, citric acid, tartar acid, paprika, lemon. There's rice, sunflower oil, chili peppers.
Sharon,
Yeah.
good night. Thank you.
It's amazing on pork chops and chicken.
Good night, Sharon. Thank you so much.
I put some I did pork chops tonight with
Yeah.
Montreal steak seasoning.
Oh, heck yeah. I have a cowboy butter if you want me to send it to you. That's the compound butter you were talking about. I have it wrote down over here. It's like a whole page long. The whole list of stuff. There it is. Cowboy butter. Pretty much everything in the kitchen sink. It's that whole list.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. It all gets blended and ground down and everything and then combined. And yeah, it's an amazing dipping sauce. But
Interesting.
that's the compound butter one.
No. I was the butter.
Yeah, compound butter. Dipping sauce. Right?
Mimi
I
to
always
my
used
grand.
to think, I used to think that was the law, that you had to sign your full name on checks when you wrote them. Heck no. In college, I went through a bunch of my checks writing Mickey Mouse and Superman and everything else. My bank never one time called me and like, what the heck you doing?
That's funny.
Oh, Bobby started a low carb diet today. Good for you.
Right on.
Yeah.
I think I need to do a little better. I mean, for
I tried
the
a diet once. I had to go on 2 of them to get enough to eat.
What was that?
So I tried a diet once. I had to go on 2 of them to get enough to eat.
That's funny.
But I'm gonna hop down into chat, eat this real quick, and then if you guys are still around,
All right, man. Well,
enjoy.
again,
Couldn't
bon
take them
appetit.
all right, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys.
You too. And it's that easy.
Right.
You know, click on that link, come hang out. Are you doing like sugar free as well, Bobby? Or are you just going low carb? I didn't like the low carb because that means I have to count shit. That's why I went no carb originally. And doing it again this time, I'm doing something different, and it's not the right thing to do. Like I'm eating all those nuts. I eat a lot of mixed nuts and almonds or whatever.
Right.
Or it's the creamer in the coffee. I gotta get away from this because I'm not getting the results that I got the last time. If I'm going to invest as much time into this and effort, I got to do it right.
I know. Bobby said, I don't count.
Well, no, it's just because they consider low carb like 150 grams of carbs per day.
Yeah.
Or less.
I
believe it's somewhere in there. He says I did well before. Right on. Yeah, I did great the last time, and there's something it's probably I'm not getting into ketosis because either sugar intake from
It's the creamer.
creamer,
And there are
because why the hell have I given up all? Why haven't I? If I'm screwing up with the creamer, why did I give up cookies? Back to buying milk and
Lord.
And then I thought about it too, is when I did it the last time, it was June. I started it on June 1st. I went June, July, August, September. I think I went a little bit into September too. But I was sweating my ass off. It was the summer. I was busy. I was active, doing it during the winter. I'm not as active. Not making excuses. I was just trying to figure out what was different.
It does make sense.
So, but I know it works, so I just gotta get back a little stricter. Guys, the link is in chat. So if anybody wants to click that on, come hang out. Jim says, Sharon, I'll have an extra cup of coffee for you in the morning. She said that would definitely need it.
WTF, Mike. Wait, winter in Florida, y'all still stay in too? Excuse me.
Well, no, it's just that it's slower at work. I work for a boat club, and it's the slow season. You get your snowbirds, but it's just busier. Like this week, I'll be working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So far, there's nothing for Monday. And next week, I kind of booked everything. I'm closing down the location next week because there's an antique boat show going on. They do it every year in March, and they make us move. That we have to give up the marina, so we have to move our boats about 200 yards over to a different dock, and it's not practical to run a business out of there as far as having people make reservations. So I
Shut it down.
I booked them all. Mike says, I thought Florida was endless summer with a small break for hurricane season. Well,
Feels
I
that
mean,
way sometimes.
put it this way: this year twice I've had to wear pants.
I feel like it's been a mild winter.
Oh, it has. I mean, we didn't really have those brutal
I think the lowest it went was
38, 36, 30. Yeah, it was. I don't think it
there
got
was
below
one.
freezing.
There was one night I think it went down to 32.
Endless bugs. This is true.
Yes. Oh God.
Yeah, when we can have mosquitoes in February,
Yeah.
and we do.
But we do. No skins.
And yeah, there's. That's why I like watching OMG Wicks. He's just,
He was talking about gator puddle gators today. He put out a video. They say if the water's wet, there's a gator in it.
Yeah, how do you tell if there's a gator in the water?
Yeah, if it's
If
wet,
it's wet, touch it. If it's wet,
there's a gator in it.
there's gator. Oh, really?
Oh, right on.
I am. Let me know. Let me know what that you have.
Oh, she said they said they're in Lake County too.
I think this sounds familiar.
I don't know.
No, I want to go check out a farm that I can buy beef.
Fresh eggs. I'd love to find somewhere. Fresh eggs.
No, I can get decent beef. I mean, good beef.
Oh, I know. I'm
You
just
know?
saying. Eggs too.
Be forced to buy a freezer.
Right?
Give me half the cow. I'm good.
Obviously love
She
OMG.
says I'll
What?
text you. Because he knows everything about Florida. I know all the
Yeah.
nuances
He's born and
and-
raised here. Yeah. And
How-
South.
how people compare. Like he thinks Florida is the ultimate like Jumanji. it's yeah, because we have so many friggin' invasive species. He's like, in other states or countries even. I mean, closest country that compares to Florida is Australia. Or other states trying to compare themselves. But I mean, the crazy shit where you have alligators, crocodiles, caimans,
Python.
pythons, Nile monitors, tegus, big ass chameleons, the
Iguanas.
iguanas. It's just it's Jurassic Park down here.
It is.
OMG Wicks with his Pokemon battles. He'll film, like somebody will send him a video of a raccoon going after an iguana and all these different
Yeah.
matchups.
The crane
In the
going
wild.
after the gator in the middle of the road. That one
Oh,
video
yeah.
he put up.
Yeah. Slow elk. We're talking. Stevie was out back fishing this evening, and there were some kids fishing on the bank just to the right of us. And one kid had caught a gar, and
Young.
they finally they got it back in the
Young
water. But then
teen.
there's a blue heron that's in the water, and she was watching it.
I was watching the heron, and it was kind of out in the middle of what I call the pool over there, and you could tell it was hunting something. It was coming up real slow, and then it would back up, and the kids are on the bank watching it too. And I'm thinking to myself, don't do it, don't do it. And one of the kids cast out, and I saw the heron take off, and then I heard it squawk, and it went up on the bank,
And I had just walked out
and he had just walked out
as
when I
they
saw it try to
cast.
as it tried to fly over to the patch of grass, and it was caught up. I could tell instantly it was caught up on the line.
I yelled over there. I said, "Did you guys just hook that bird?"
They were laughing.
I said,
and
"What the fuck?" And I went off.
They were
I
laughing.
grabbed the net, the big long-handled net, and
He's yelling at me,
I
grab a
said,
towel.
"Give me a towel."
I,
And I'm like, "Don't fucking move!" Like,
they cut the
don't
line
move.
and ran. I'm sorry. They did.
I'm
Pissed me
I'm
off.
about to cut through these backyards with this net and a towel to go help this bird, and I'm thinking, okay, they have it, it's hooked, so. And then they cut the line, and it flies off, and I don't know if it flew off with 40 feet of line and a hook attached to it, but it did fly off. But oh man, I was ready to go off on these kids, and then they disappeared. I was huge. I was like, you motherfuckers. Yeah, I mean, I can't see animals getting injured because of stupid humans.
I have a big heart for birds. Birds are I've always been protective of birds. I've had birds since I was a little girl in my household. I was watching. I'm like, don't do it, don't do it. And I didn't see him cast.
Jesse, good to see you.
I couldn't see him cast, but I saw the bird take off and squawk, and the way it hit the bank, I'm like, oh fuck. I was just going to get him, and he come walking out. I thought maybe he saw it in the window or something, because the way he stepped out of the house, and by that time it had jumped over into the patch of grass, and you could tell it was caught up. It couldn't move.
And as I'm walking over, the kid yells, "We cut the line." I'm like, why the fuck did you do that?
Why would you do that?
Hold the, at least if they had the line and it was tangled, there would be a
We were
chance
going to
of
go unhook it.
me getting to it, and but it flew away anyway. Mike says, "See, Bird would have been second priority to me. I would have been jailed for what I did next, but so be it.
That's kind of how it felt. Little fuckers.
Yeah, I ain't going to jail for some juvenile delinquents.
If
I got there, I would have put the fear of God in them.
My thing is, where's your grown-ups? Where's your parents?
They weren't.
I know.
I was annoyed at first at the way they handled the fish. And then I walked out and saw I was like, did they just hook that bird? I mean, I've hooked a bird by accident. I mean, a seagull once.
Yeah, but you didn't cut the line on it and stand there and
No,
laugh
it was
about
like
it.
flying a kite, though. It's all over the place. With my rod. Got it in, took the hook out. I'm just tired of pulling hooks out of animals. Needless. No, well, I don't know where they're from. It was right next to, we have a park right next to us. So people just, fish the bank and fish the wall, and they're not from my neighborhood. But I'll recognize them if I see them again. Yeah, it just annoyed the shit out of me. They're laughing about it. You know,
Well,
like,
when the kid said, I didn't mean to, I said, but you're standing there laughing and you're not doing anything.
I don't know what to do. So they cut the line. I was like, what the fuck?
Why the fuck would you do that?
Fly by Stu, how's it going? Great to see you. No, I just
Hey,
I
Stu.
don't think they wanted me over there.
No,
'Cause
they ran. I said
I
they
was
cut the line and
not
ran.
friendly.
They cut the line and ran. I didn't see him again after that.
And no, I was like, how the fuck am I gonna, you know? At least when it was on on the line, it would have been some sort of restraint or whatever.
Yeah, to
And
get to it.
as I'm walking over there, I'm like, I know this is a big bird because they would land like 5 feet from me and just chill out on the wall.
Yeah, they're big.
And they're big birds.
Thank you, Bobby. I got it. I just can't look at it or I
Thank you, Bobby.
bump myself.
No, and you know, I've been looking for, like, I was looking at the meat market up the street. I'm
I know.
I'm just tired of some of these stores. Just, oh, the meat looks good, but
It's
just,
ridiculous.
it's like bleh.
Yeah.
I got some steaks the other day. We had them last night. They were fucking awesome.
Lord, I got full fast.
But that's all we eat is either
Chicken.
chicken, pork, or steak, and then occasionally if we get fish, you know. And I try to switch up vegetables. Normally, it's that medley of broccoli, cauliflower, and
Carrots.
that I just steam and throw cheese on it because it's good.
Yeah, but the asparagus
Yeah,
last night, that was good.
Yeah, I did asparagus and I sauteed it with a little bacon grease and some onions and mushrooms. No, the mushrooms are separate.
They ended up in it.
Well, but the mushrooms I served on top of the steak, and then the asparagus, and it was good.
It was very good.
Those are the best vegetables, cheesy ones.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah, we hadn't done asparagus in a while. I'll do Brussels sprouts a lot.
Love Brussels sprouts.
But I steam everything except last night with the asparagus. But like the Brussels sprouts, I'll steam them first and then fry them. Throw bacon in there and get brown and I love to cook. I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's like second nature to me.
Okay.
It's just me. What's up? It's just me. Yeah, I was gonna do it. I was gonna broil them or bake them actually, because the last time I did that, the bacon cooked, but the asparagus didn't cook all the way through, and there was like little bundles of like 5 asparagus wrapped in bacon. Northwood says, what's up, Northwoods? I don't buy vegetables until I get them from the local farmer's market. What's up, Tina?
Hey, Tina.
Yeah, I want to get Parmesan cheese that you grate.
Yes.
And I want to make Parmesan crisps, where you just put a little pile on a bunch of little piles on the
like
cookie sheet and bake
kind of
it.
like the bag of ones I bought.
Well, yeah,
But homemade.
Yeah.
Yes. I know.
I think that would be a tasty little treat.
I want to find that recipe that has multiple cheese. It's almost like a bread, but it's all cheese. You bake it. I told you about it a little while ago, a couple weeks ago. I think.
We got into watching these videos yesterday. I think just like 2 or 3 of them, and it was all like
WTF Mike will appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure most other will too, but he does.
The whole lost, like, forgotten foods from the 70s.
Vegetables that would be grown in the gardens. The one show we watched during the Great Depression that people don't, I guess, grow so much in the gardens nowadays, but what they lived off of, so many different roots.
Yeah, a lot of roots.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool show. But then the other one after that was the 70s, forgotten foods, dinners, that staples that we grew up on
That
in the
nobody makes
70s
anymore.
that nobody makes
I'm like,
anymore.
oh,
Yeah,
never heard
or
of
that were
one.
really, really popular back then. But some of the desserts that they would make during the Depression when you didn't have eggs or milk or
They get expensive, Mike.
the
Freeze
freeze-dry
drying.
machine.
Yeah. Because they do it in a vacuum atmosphere when there's a little vacuum pump right off of it that, when they freeze dry, it gets so cold and in that vacuum atmosphere that it's pretty cool. Takes a while. It takes a long time to freeze dry shit. But there's so many things you can do with it. It's almost like dehydrating, though. Similar.
Right. Oh, that's cool. He said he's got Depression era cookbooks.
Right on. Yeah, some of this stuff from the Depression was.
Yeah,
we
well,
watched a lot of Depression
When they were
era
talking
foods.
about some of the roots, and I can't begin to name them, but there was one that in particular that I thought was interesting that would grow in the winter months, and that farmers or anybody that was growing it, excuse me,
It would always.
they would have to place some type of stake in order to find it in the snow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it was something that sustained them through the winter months because of the high protein in it.
And they just left it in the ground. and
Yeah, take as you need,
take
and,
as you
and
need,
it,
and just it would always.
it constantly reflourishes.
All right, I just purchased a Ninja Food Max Grill on the carnivore diet. Get some timber off, and just on with some jerky. Good for snacks. Built on.
Turnips, yep.
Lately, I've been watching up here who makes Midwest salads that ain't really salads.
A lady. Yeah. He said a lady. I've been watching.
Oh,
her.
lady, I've been watching. Lately.
Right. Either applies.
I had to get it in there. No, Prepper.
Yeah.
She does a lot of
Well,
Bell Prepper. She's still on here. My first thought.
right.
But she does a lot of freeze drying and growing crops, and yeah, she's always busy. I haven't spoken with her in a long time. I have to
No.
reach out. Turnips. Yeah, that was on the turnips, rutabaga. What was the other ones? There was some I'd never heard of.
There was a lot I had.
Yeah, I said
was-
some.
It was all the roots, the different type of roots. There were several
Stuffed
different types of
peppers.
radishes.
That's what I haven't had in forever is stuffed peppers. I have to do that. Maybe do like some stuffed poblano or like a chili ranchero.
Mm.
Oh. Thanks for that, Tina.
Right?
Like, ooh, I forgot about that one. Longwood, Florida, woman trapped in a van as tornado passes.
Yeah, it's got to be over there.
He
What
said,
we were talking about.
van, does she?
Shoot.
It was Longwood, wasn't it?
Terrible.
That's funny. It's just on the news. Well, hopefully she wasn't hurt. There's that one commercial, a video where the guy's watching. He goes, "This would be the ultimate fucking Chevy commercial," and he's filming fucking truck get hit by a tornado. It flips over, rolls over, lands on its feet, and then drives away. Lands on its feet, its wheels. You know what I meant. All right, link is in chat. Anybody wants to click on that link? What are you doing over there? I lose you?
No, I was just looking up the Longwood woman in her van. She apparently there's a video. Debris and stuff hitting her van. I haven't seen it yet, but I was
I
just
saw a
reading.
video of a guy, a tornado hitting a train, but it was made from the conductors
Oh wow.
or the engineer, and yeah, the train got fucked up. You know, they're like, we should get down, and then you hear the stuff hitting the train, and these are double pane glass that just got destroyed,
Oh wow.
knocked cars off the rail. He's like, we ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I've witnessed the results of tornadoes, but not a tornado itself.
Oh,
What
I
I'd
didn't-
really like to see is water spouts.
I've seen them. They're pretty cool from a distance.
Yeah, no, that's when I like.
When you're going across the Bay Bridge in Tampa and see them
No,
on the
that's-
bay, that's a little nerving.
Gotta get off this bridge.
It's a little nerving. I think that's one time where speed limit is not an option. You know?
Yeah. Just get off the bridge. Ooh, interesting. Do stuffed peppers, but use Alfredo sauce. What else could you do?
The only
I
thing
think-
about
I think-
that is the heavy cream.
No,
the
but
Alfredo.
yeah, but you can also do like a taco flavored chopped meat, like use taco flavoring in the meat, and then stuff that, cook that, and then put like fresh,
Oh yeah.
make like a taco stuffed pepper.
Like a,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Taco salad, whatever.
Some fresh pico.
I haven't made that in a long time. Fresh pico. Oh,
Alright.
lots of cilantro. I love cilantro. Taco lettuce wraps. There you go. So yeah, guys, the link's in chat. Anybody wants to join us? We got about 25 minutes left. Love to have you. Let's go see. I want to see where is my phone.
Yeah, I've been seeing your phone. What are you seeing? Like you said, we did Pizza Peppers too.
Next SpaceX launch.
Oh, that's right. A few minutes. Only problem with seeing the space, anything launch here, the shuttle, the rockets, we see the glow, and then you can see the rocket going up. But there's so much light right here near us. Excuse me. It doesn't make for good filming.
You see like the flame, from a distance with the naked eye, but once you put a camera on it, then you really have to zoom in to capture it.
And then you kind of lose, well, at least on my phone, the quality of it.
Let's see where they're at.
What did you say about 10 till? It's when it's supposed to go up.
Well, I'll get a T minus.
Weather events near Earth. The 4 satellites will spread out around the Earth along
32
the day-night
minutes
line,
according to
which
this,
enables the
but let me
constellation to
go
remain.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
We're nerds like this, like when it comes to like the space launches. It's just cool as hell that you can see them from here.
No, Mike.
What?
Do either of our phones have IR recording? At least mine doesn't. I think we pretty much have the same similar phones.
I don't know.
I can do
I have to check my.
night photo. But not video, which is weird. No, we can see the glow from when it initially launches.
Wow, what you're seeing right now is
Sorry.
ultra-realistic.
The sky lights up glow like the fiery orange off in the distance, but once it hits the air,
No,
it's
it's
just
T minus 31 minutes. So
oh, it'll be after.
we'll go out. We'll try to record it.
I tried recording the last one, which was last Monday, I think, or the week
I
before.
think I recorded a little bit of the
I
last
got a
one.
little bit of it, but again, it just looks like a little speck
Flame.
of fire. Yeah, like a little tiny flame taking off.
I wonder if they're going to save the stranded astronauts.
You know,
What is this now? This is a.
next week, Jim said. I think.
Part of the benefit of mapping the sky 4 times will allow it to create a more robust 3D sense of.
Watch live back-to-back SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launches.
We should be out there.
To give you a sense
Back-to-back,
of
like when it doesn't say like.
when.
like when it was being worked on at NASA's Jet Propulsion.
Yeah, you got 31 minutes or whatever it is. What for one? Where's the other one? How back-to-back is it? Because that would be cool as hell. Is this the first space rescue mission ever? I don't know.
I almost want to say yes, but I don't know.
I want to say yes too, but so they say Trump.
Read that. I just got that from Jay Fritz.
Well, so Jay Fritz just sent us a message. His Janet, his better half,
His wife.
is going to have open heart surgery on the 24th of April. So everybody keep her in your prayers.
Please.
She's fun. She's a fun person.
I love Janet.
And keep her around a while. Come on, pray for her.
Yes, please.
And thanks for the heads up, Jay.
We'll keep in touch.
And as always, Jay, if there's anything we can do to help,
We're
just
here.
let us know. You know that. Ask your elders, they say. They'll know, they say. First space, I don't know. I don't know that. What other? Yeah, I suppose it would be. I know they just lost one of their rockets recently.
Wasn't that on when it was coming back?
No, I think something blew up in space.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I could be wrong about that. $20 minutes left. Can't coax anybody into hitting that link, huh? How long have they been up there? They've been up there months, right?
Yeah.
It's not good to be up there that long. You lose bone
Bone
density.
density.
Yeah. Jim says the space shuttle had to go up and rescue the Hubble telescope, but yeah, no, that's different. There weren't.
Put glasses on it.
Yeah. This was, actually going to rescue humans. Because even Mike said that don't count, Jim. Nice try, though. Yeah, there was Apollo, but no one went up to save them. No, it wasn't a rescue mission. It was just a pray to God that everything goes right mission.
Yeah.
Or,
Helpless. That they had to help themselves.
Gina says maybe a year. I think it affects their health. Yeah, they lose bone density, and there's something else that the weightlessness does. I forget what it is. That's why, like, you see some of these movies and stuff where they have a space station and part of it's spinning. That's just to create centrifugal force and artificial gravity. All right. I already put that in chat.
Yeah. Mike said the good thing is
They
they
age
age slower
slower.
too. Jim said they lose bone density and their eyesight can change.
Excuse me.
I hear him back there. Talk. Tell me, say something. I'm reading chat.
Speak, woman.
Well, I'm reading everything.
Well, last time I said that, somebody got really mad at me. I won't say that. Speak, woman. Well, I hope they don't come back blind
Well, Lucy said they lose their eyesight can change.
because the speed they travel. Yeah, how fast are they traveling?
I don't know.
Something crazy like 22,000 miles an hour or some.
Is it?
Yeah, it's probably. Let's find out, shall we?
Jeez.
How fast does the space station travel?
According to Kennedy Space Center, the ISS travels at about 17,500 miles, 28,000 kilometers per hour.
Damn.
At this speed, the ISS orbits the Earth every 90 minutes, which gives the crew 16 sunrises and sunsets every day.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
That almost sounds just. That's crazy.
It's bizarre. It's cool though.
Huh. That's moving. That wasn't that far off.
No, not at all. 17, 20.
Close enough. But
You know,
what's a few
that
thousand
point-
miles per hour
At
amongst
that
friends?
point, what difference does it make?
If you hit a deer, you're dead.
I hit anything.
Mike says, and that, folks, is why they come back younger than you and I. Well, the closer you travel to the speed of light, it's when you come back, because of how fast you're traveling, you don't age, but everybody else that you left
Right.
behind does. Hmm. He says you hit a deer at 17K, you're gonna vaporize that deer, and everything and anything that hits it.
All right. Anything involved?
Shit, you hit a deer doing 20 and it fucks things up.
You know. I saw what that bear did to that car.
Oh.
And the bear.
Yeah, the bear wasn't doing too well after that either.
No.
What else? I don't know. I think we've covered everything I thought of. I'll go through the day and go, I should talk about that. I got to mention it. That was funny. We got to talk about that. You know? It's just everyday shit that it's like simplest things can be the funniest things. Just you sitting on the bed like that was fucking it hurt laughing so hard. But we're thrilled that everybody hangs out with us. We're losing. We're down to 17.
I know.
16. It's like this is getting boring. No shit.
No, it's cool. I'm glad for the 16 that are watching.
Oh hell yeah! No, we were 20 something. I don't know. We got to figure out what do we do different? What can we do different? We're doing the same shit for almost 5 years. It's getting old. Tina said, write it down. That's it's too much like work.
You write
All
it
this
down.
write it down stuff. This is a new age. Who owns a pen and paper anymore? God,
Well, I
I'll make
do.
a voice note.
No, but I know what
Well-
she means. But I don't
He doesn't think
It's
about
so
the
it's
show.
so organic, you know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Think about it
The-
until I have to go on.
The last one I got for you guys, and it leads to a fun conversation. It's a great one. Me and Sarah just talked about this earlier today. You guys both seen the movie Grease?
Of course.
Sandy and I don't remember John Travolta's character.
Rizzo, Danny Zuko,
Something like that.
something like that. Danny.
That whole movie, they're dead. During that whole movie, Sandy and John Travolta, Danny, are dead during the whole movie. In the beginning of the show, she meets him because he goes into the water to save her from drowning. And she starts the memory thing of him in the hippie or the fancy sweater vest and all the stuff and they go through different memories and jogs through and everything. And then by the end of the show, you see him get in the car and drive off to the clouds into the sky.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole movie they're dead.
When you said that, I was thinking back to the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. And I
Yeah, he
never
went in.
realized that.
He
before.
went into the water to save her and ended up drowning, and they both perished. And you're seeing her last life memories of how she remembered it. Yeah.
Damn it! Now I got to go back and watch it again. It makes sense. It does.
Yeah.
Hey, Christy.
I just never seen it that way. Never knew it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, when you see him in the preppy white sweater vest and all the stuff, that's different memories of her coming through, of how she pictured him in his mind, of how he actually was with the biker jackets and all the greaser gang stuff.
Hey, Christy.
That's that.
I gotta go back and watch it
Yeah,
again. now.
yeah. I mean,
I have to.
just look up what's the premise of the movie Grease.
Well, that's what I was gonna do.
Even Tina's like, what?
Yeah, until you think about it, you don't realize it. I'm not saying that's actually the
Michael
real
Hayward
premise.
said that's a big joint perspective, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the actual. I'm not saying it's the actual meaning behind it, but it gives you something to think about. It's a little. Either that, or we can go back to talking about how the astronauts age slower because they travel at
Tina says, are you sure
17,000
because
mile an hour.
they reunited at high school after they met?
Yeah, that's what when I just googled it, that's what it says. It
Yeah.
says two
Exactly, but that was all part of their memories of before he saved her from drowning.
a good girl from Australia named Sandy and a greaser named Danny who fall in love during a summer romance, only to find themselves at the same high school when school starts, where their changing circumstances and expectations lead to comedic and romantic challenges. That's
right.
The overview of the movie.
What year?
I don't know. I scrolled already. Hang on.
Just curious what year it was.
It doesn't say.
When I met John Travolta, he was
What year did it take place, or what year was it made?
I was like 8. I was in 3rd grade when I met him. And it was the Welcome Back Kotter. I don't know what other movie he had done.
Movie premiered June 16th, 1978.
Holy crap.
No, I met
47 years ago? 46 years ago?
Yeah. Damn. Now I fucking feel old. I try to get through the day without feeling old, but then that shit comes up. Fucker.
It's one of them controversy ones that we've seen somewhere and we started talking about and then trying to figure out all the ways that prove that they were dead. I could think of more ways that prove they were dead than what made them
But
alive.
it is an interesting theory.
It is.
Yeah.
Huh. Does explain some weird shit.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people said too. That when you rewatch it and you keep that in your mind, then it makes more sense to the movie that they were dead. than it did when they were alive. But
Well, yeah, if you look at like
memory.
memories, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael says in the hero to drive the car off to heaven or meet Starlink.
Yeah, there you go. They'll hit the International Space Station on the way.
Right. Hey, while you're up there, rescue some,
Right? 17,000 mile an hour collision.
Jim Jacobs, the author of Grease, said no, they were not dead.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if you Google, I'm sure it's not the actual freaking thing of the movie.
No, but it's interesting. It's like,
Yeah.
watching
Yeah, I stayed
The Wizard of Oz, listening to, Pink Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You look at it differently. So it was just that goofy where they drove off into the air. And
Right? Yeah, there's even other theories that go as far as Danny saved her then, and you're seeing her memories, and then Danny died at the car crash.
WB, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome.
And then that's when you see them in the car together driving off to heaven.
Well, just another theory.
Right?
Not saying
But it makes
conspiracy
better sense
theory.
in the movie itself. So let me get this straight, we can believe in Bigfoot, but if these two movie characters are dead.
Well, it's not like M. Night Shyamalan wrote it, He just says, hey, it's a good theory.
Right?
Different way to look at it. Let's see. Where are we at? T minus what? I gotta rewind it or refresh it.
Oh, excuse me. You don't have any water up there, do you?
No, I didn't. One thing, usually I have like coffee and a lot of water, and I didn't grab any water tonight.
Me either.
Where are we at? 4
Oh
minutes.
yeah,
left.
Tina, I got both the Grease albums, 1 and 2. Back when I used to DJ. It would come up all the time. Somebody, Mogs and Stevie's age, would want to hear some Grease song.
John Travolta actually put out an album back in the day.
Yeah, a lot of them did back in the day too, because Michael Knight from Knight Rider, wasn't he huge in Germany and whatnot?
Germany, yeah. David
Yeah.
Hasselhoff was
Yeah,
huge
Yeah,
in
Hasselhoff,
Germany.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had the comedian, my girl wants to party all the time. Whoever that was, I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't remember who did that.
That was
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy?
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie
yeah.
Murphy.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy? Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
Huh. I forgot about that. Damn. But Eddie did that.
Yeah. Thank you, Jim. Roger that.
Shock Theater, what's up? Thank you for that like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, we're gonna bounce out of here.
There's another conspiracy theory. You can talk about it next week. Who's the lady that did the all the murder mystery TV show ran forever?
Angela Lansbury. Murder
I don't
She
remember
Wrote.
her name. Murder She Wrote. The character in the main show on there, she's the actual serial killer.
Hmm.
Everywhere she shows up, there's somebody dead. And I mean, how often in your life have you gotten on a cruise, somebody died, went to a birthday party,
Right.
somebody died?
Bitch just had some bad timing.
Right? Or she's a serial killer that made her own career out of it by the first Dexter.
that's
if you
like-
would.
There was something recently that happened. A cop pulled over somebody, or they were. What the hell was it? the cop turns out there was a video of this cop helping this woman or whatever, and these other women saw this video and said that's the man that attacked us, and it turned out it was the cop.
That was the short.
Oh.
But it was recent.
Yeah.
It was just some. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
there was a serial killer that was, I guess women were being attacked, like you
They were,
said,
yeah, I
on the
don't know
highway.
that they were being killed though. I don't
Yeah.
know, but
Oh,
no, it
okay,
was.
yeah.
It
Turn-
was.
Yeah, this
Turns
was
out-
recent. That was like down south somewhere, Texas,
Yes, Texas
Louisiana,
or
something. Yeah. yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
where, but yeah,
Yep.
they saw him on the news for helping someone.
Or it was right,
Female.
right time.
Yep, and that like 7 women
we're like, that's the
recognized him.
guy.
So that's him. That's the one that attacked me.
Yeah. Yeah, Tina, I would go with the right place, right time thing if it was once or twice in a whole lifespan. But to every show, every event of the whole series season, she's always ran into another one. So
Yeah.
it was too many for it to coincidence.
Interesting theory.
So
Shit, had to keep
All right,
in
dude.
business.
We're gonna
Right.
bounce.
yeah, you guys have a good evening.
You do the same.
Good to
Thanks for
see
hanging
you.
out.
Good to
Oh,
see
yeah.
you.
We'll
Good to
see
see you
you
both.
soon.
You guys have a good night.
You too, man.
Prayers for your wife.
Abs-
I hope she feels better.
Yeah.
I will go tell her that. Make sure she's laying her ass down.
Right.
All right, you guys have a good night.
All right.
All right.
Good night, hon.
Oh.
And that's the last we see of him. She's gonna kick his ass.
I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Mike, David, it's good to see you. It's probably
Yes.
somewhere else jabbering away.
That's good, though.
Guarantee he's probably over text. I don't know who's live, but it was
That's
just funny
cool.
as hell. I thought that was hilarious.
It
When we go off there and
I
you're
turned
like,
it
oh,
on.
he's over on Texas. I'm like, oh, really? Look for
He's
chat.
on
No,
text.
he's on screen. Just, it's like, it's just the same person. What? Thanks for letting us hang out. No, guys, it's,
Thanks for hanging out.
yeah. But we'll be back Thursday.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody else will click that link and come hang out.
We'll be
We,
here.
we like new blood, you
Yes.
know. But yeah, you guys take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. If you liked it, please hit that like button below, share it out, and leave comments.
Leave some comments.
All right, guys. Peace and God bless. We love you.